For many, many years now, Donald Trump has been crowing about the fact that the United States needs Greenland. He talked about it in his first administration. He talked about it while President Biden was president. And of course, he has repeatedly said it this past year, the first year of his second term. But the rhetoric about needing Greenland, as Donald Trump said, he said, "We need it," has increased since his assault on Venezuela last Saturday. And the rest of the world is not taking this as idle chatter anymore. As I previously pointed out, Trump actually doing to Venezuela what he did shows the entire world that he is crazy enough to do these things. His mind is so gone. Not only is there no filter on what he says, but there's no filter on the actions. So anytime he hints at going into another country or going into a territory and taking it away from the people who control it, we now have to take that as a serious threat. And that is exactly what leaders in Europe did this week. They came out, leaders of multiple different countries and, of course, with NATO, and released a statement warning Donald Trump, "You better stay the hell off our continent as you try and fantasize about taking over Greenland." Leaders from France, Germany, Italy, Poland, Spain, and the UK issued a joint statement on Tuesday alongside Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen, reaffirming that the island's future was a decision for its own citizens. The statement said, quote, "Greenland belongs to its people. It is for Denmark and Greenland and them only, and to decide on matters concerning Denmark and Greenland. Arctic security remains a key priority for Europe, and it is critical for international and transatlantic security. We and many other allies have increased our presence, activities, and investments to keep the Arctic safe and to deter adversaries. Security in the Arctic must therefore be achieved collectively in conjunction with NATO allies, including the United States, by upholding the principles of the UN Charter, including sovereignty, territorial integrity." Basically, you can't have it. The UN says you can't have it. NATO says you can't have it. The countries in charge say you can't have it. You are not welcome. That is a very good thing, okay? That it's wonderful that these leaders of these different countries banded together and put out this statement saying, "Not going to happen, buddy." Because not only does it show a united front should Donald Trump try something, but it also shows that these world leaders now fully grasp how insane the President of the United States is. That's the most important part of it. They know this guy is effed in the head, and he is. And they are not going to sit idly by while he makes these threats that he could just randomly one night act on. The world sees that this man is mentally unstable, just like they do with Vladimir Putin, who Donald Trump still admires to this day. And he is coming very, very close to being Vladimir Putin here in the United States. But the rest of the world is not going to tolerate it. Now, militarily, I mean, let's be honest, we spend more than anybody else by, tenfold. Can they match us militarily? Probably not. But can they hurt us in many other ways that would hurt all of us, not just, Trump? Yes, they can. And they're not afraid to pull those metaphorical triggers if they need to. Trade, travel, all of it. Military cooperation, which they've already threatened to withdraw long before the Venezuela thing. They have many different avenues to cause a ton of pain to us here in the United States. And I think that this joint statement that they all put out was the shot across the bow. We're right here. We know what you want to do. We might not be able to fight you physically, but we can fight you financially. And that's a fight that in your fragile condition, America, you're not going to be able to win. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.